Hey yo, what up? What up? It's Lamech with Sly Sports TV back at you with another one. Uh Another short one, right? I want to talk about this cool boy Stephen Fulton versus Naoya Inoue. This latest ordeal that's going down. Um for those who don't know, uh Stephen Fulton's trainer has come out and basically accused Naoya Inoue of using double stacked hand wraps, right? Um, that's what he came out as far as the accusation. That's the accusation that he made against Naoya Inoue. Um, I've been seeing a lot of different takes on this from various YouTubers, and I did get a few chuckles out of it because what what do we know, right? I don't know. I'm not in the room when Inouye's getting his hands wrapped. Now, just for full disclosure, right? Uh, Naoya Inoue is one of my three favorite fighters in the world. Okay, one of my three favorite fighters in the world. So I feel the need to throw that out there. But with that said, because I'm not a fanboy, right? I don't know what he's I don't know what he's done with his hand wraps. I have no idea what he's done. I do know that he punches really, really, really fucking hard for a guy that size. Right? I do know that. So that's all I can really say. I see a lot of channels like it just almost instantly come out and just start slamming Stephen Fulton like he's some type of bitch. You know? Like I expected that from Steve Kim. Like Steve Kim, I don't know, man. Steve Kim is into a lot of he's very opinionated, right? And he doesn't always have all the facts. You know, do I like Steve Kim? I like Steve Kim, right? I think he's entertaining, but as a journalist, I'm not just gonna take a Steve Kim take in regards to this and run with it. Why? Is Steve Kim in the fucking dressing room when Naoya Inouye's getting his hands wrapped? No, he's not. Right? And I already saw what he said. He already convoluted the topic. He's talking about a guy stacking his wraps. There's nothing wrong with stacking your wraps. We know that that's legal in Japan. We know that. What's not legal anywhere is double stacking your wraps. See the fucking difference? But you get a lot of these pandering channels, right? They cater to some of the ugliest parts of this boxing space, right? That's what they pander to. If the accusation was coming from the other side, they would be lending it all types of credence. Well, we need to look into this. We need to, the same exact people. They wouldn't be calling Inoue a bitch, right? You got these people, these fucking couch potatoes. They sit behind their keyboards. You know, they're never anywhere. They sit behind their keyboards and type all these fucking insults toward the fighters, the guys they're covering. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Like I said, no, Naoya Inoue is one of my favorite fighters. I love the way he fights. Like he's a precision guy. He hits hard. He can take a punch. He's tough, right? All of the above. All of the above. But can I just, because of that, I can't just say, oh, no, he didn't do it. I can't say that, right? Now, as for Stephen Fulton, I can't discredit him either. I can't discredit him. His trainer says he had some information, in regards to those raps. Now, for me, I do have some some questions about that. I'm gonna lay that out in a few, right? But for now, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna pick a side because I don't have to. There's no need for me to pick a side. That's fanboy shit, right? That's that fanboy shit where you have to chime in and pick sides and all that because you favor one guy over the other. If Stephen Fulton didn't want to, if he was a bitch, he wouldn't take this fight. It's very simple. If he didn't have to take this fight. He's the champion, right? He's the damn champion. He took the fight, and he's going over to Japan to take it. But because his trainer comes out and, hey, you don't know what information he has. What if it's true? What if it's true, right? You saying the safety of the fighters ain't important? You know? Like, you see all these fucking pandering channels. They hated the cheating, all the cheating in boxing. They hated it until Canelo got caught. Once Canelo got caught, it's like, oh no, everybody's doing it. So I'm not going to get upset about it when everybody's doing it. It's like, if Canelo's doing it, then everybody's doing it. No, the fuck, everybody's not doing it. Canelo got caught, and now you're trying to flip the script on to everybody else. But what you're not thinking about because you're a fucking fanboy, what you're not thinking about is the safety of these fighters. Right? It's already a dangerous sport. We don't need anything making the sport more dangerous. Right? This is me not knowing shit about those hand wraps. I don't know how his hands were being wrapped, right? I don't claim to know. Now I do have a question. I do have a question about that. Stephen Fulton's trainer comes out and makes an allegation like that. That's a pretty damaging allegation, right? It's a pretty damaging allegation. People saying, well, why did he wait till now? What if he just fucking found out? What if he just found out like in the last few days or a few weeks or whatever? What if he had a mole in that guy's camp? Right? I don't know, and neither do you. But the difference is I'm okay with saying I don't know. But my point is, if it's something that he found out recently, fine. I'm okay with the allegation because at least you're getting it out. And the trainer's job is to protect his fighter. That's his job. His job is not to. The trainer's job is not to make you guys happy, right? He's looking out for the best interests of his fighter. Period. That's his job. But my question is, if this isn't some news that just hit his ear or he just got, if this is something he's been holding on to, then I have questions. Who would tell him that? Who could tell him? Who could pass him that information? Because we know how boxing works. The opposing trainer is always in your dressing room when you're getting your hands wrapped. So that we don't have these types of situations. So that we don't have these types of conversations. So for another trainer to tell Stephen Fulton's trainer some shit like that, that must mean that they were sitting there watching the guy double stack his reps. Like it that doesn't add up quite. That doesn't quite add up to me. But again, it's layers to this. We don't know when Fulton's trainer found that out. I keep saying Fulton's trainer because his name is slipping my mind. I can't think of his name right now. But we don't know when he got that information or how. We don't know anything about it. But you got these fuckhead channels, and it's on both sides. You know, it's fuckhead channels on both sides, fucking up the sport. You got channels accusing Inoue of, steroids and this and that, and it's all based on conjecture. Not anything, not any proof or anything solid that they know. They're just gonna come out and accuse this guy of cheating. That's fuckhead shit. And then you got of course, you got that other side. You got the other side that pronounces him innocent without knowing anything. It's like this social media shit has everybody quick to make some type of take, some type of hot take, and you don't even know shit. These guys are not fans of the fucking sport. They're not. I will say this. I'm looking forward to the fight. See, I don't let my personal feelings get in the way. This is about my third or fourth time saying it in this video. Inoue is one of my favorite fighters. Okay? I don't know if he's gonna win this fight. He's never fought a guy like this. Not only that, Fulton is bigger than him. You can see the size difference. Just looking at this picture. He's bigger, and he's not just gonna Stephen Fulton, he's not gonna fight him the way Donaire fought him, right? His chin is not gonna be on the line like that. His chin is not gonna be on the line like that. He's a pure boxer, right? And know he's gonna have to work for that knockout. I don't see a knockout at all in this. And because of that, I don't know, it's forcing me to look at this fight in a different type of way, right? I'm not ready to give my prediction yet. This fight will be on Tuesday, I believe. So I'll give my prediction a little bit closer to the fight. Frankly, I'm not really sure. I'm honestly not sure. This is the closest fight. This is the closest fight that I've seen in the lead up in a while. Like, I'm having a hard time with this one. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in regards to the fight. Another thing I want to touch on in regards to this fight, just real quick. Like, everybody's so fucking sensitive, man. That shit is so annoying, man. Everybody's so sensitive. Like, everybody has these knee-jerk reactions to every piece of news that comes out, as if mind games aren't a part of boxing. I mean, we're really acting like mind games haven't been a part of boxing since day one. But it's like, soon as somebody says something, you got these cocksuckers coming out of the woodwork, like, with their bullshit takes. Shut the fuck up. Let's see what happens, right? One thing we know is, for this fight, the trainers will be there in the locker rooms looking at the hand wraps. Can we agree on that? Or do you think they're going to be negligent in regards to that? The trainer threw it out there. Maybe that's all he wanted to do. Get it out there so that it's on the radar. Maybe he wants to fuck with Inoue's mind. Who knows? Inoue doesn't seem like he's that easy to crack, right? But who knows? It's mind games. But I get it. See, it goes back to what I'm saying. And like, real quick, I'm conservative. So don't come at me like I'm one of these guys that claims everything is racism. It's not. Most of the time it's not. But I'm also not fucking stupid. The racism, like all that white supremacy bullshit, no, that ain't real. For the most part. That shit is a house of cards waiting to come down any day. But you low-level cocksuckers on the ground level, yeah, a lot of you cocksuckers are racist. Oh, yeah. You don't have any power. You don't have no money. Like, you don't have shit. All you got is your racist uh, perspective. That's it. Like you're no threat. You're no problem at all. Right? I'm saying all that to say that I'm saying all that to say that if this was the other way around, you guys would be all over this. You'd be all over it. That shit is it's not good for the sport. It's not good for the sport. You guys aren't objective. You're subjective. Everything is subjective to who we're talking about, right? Why haven't we heard any of you cocksuckers say that Jamel Charlo is chasing greatness? Why haven't we heard that? It's like only certain people get the credit for chasing greatness, right? I thought moving up 2 weight classes was the criteria for chasing greatness. That's what I thought. Hell, Canelo moved up one weight class to fight B-Wall, and y'all said he was chasing greatness, even though he got destroyed in the fight. But he's chasing greatness. Why? Again, this ain't about who I like. I've never been a Charlo fan. I've never been a Jamel Charlo fan. I've never been a Jamal Charlo fan. But I don't like I don't put my feelings on Front Street. It's not about my feelings. It's just facts. Like I ain't heard not one person say Jamel Charlo is chasing greatness by going up to 168 to fight Canelo. Yeah, he's undisputed champion at 154. I hear cocksucker this guy what's his name over there, Ring IQ, like he's saying it's a tough fight because Jamel Charlo's taller than Canelo. What type of fucking stupid shit is that? Taller? Who's not taller than Canelo? Besides Floyd Mayweather, who did he fight that was shorter than him? Amir Khan is taller than Canelo. So the fuck what? Taller? They just change the narrative depending on who they like. And I mean, I hate to say it because I don't really, honestly, don't sit around judging men, but like that's just typical classic beta male bullshit. You're supposed to be looking at things objective. And if you can't do that, you can't properly judge or weigh anything. Like you're supposed to be the scale. How can you be a scale if you're unbalanced? If you're already leaning this way or that way? Take yourself out of it, man, and just look at what's going on. Now that leads me to I'm gonna wrap up with this. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up with this. Um, you know what it is. We got big fight coming up. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, right? Um, I mean, I'm sure by now you guys know how I think. Well, you know who I think is gonna win the fight because I've said it. I've been saying it for years, right? I've been saying who I think wins this fight for years, and like, don't think I'm gonna switch up now. I'm not. Now, I'll lay out what I think is gonna happen, and how, because I think I feel pretty good about that as well, right? But no, what I want to talk about here, and real quick, I was watching this media day workout, and I ain't gonna lie, this thing right here was looking pretty thick up there on the ring apron, right? This thing right here, whatever this is, man. This lady right here, was pretty. She was looking pretty thick, pretty sturdy up on that apron. I ain't gonna lie. But back to the fight. Um, back to the fight. I already know how you guys are gonna react. The fight is on the 29th. You bet your bottom dollar on July 30th. Um, these guys will have already made their shift, right? It'll no longer be Errol Spence, even though in my estimation, he'll have one loss on his record, right? He'll have one loss on his record. These guys will drop him like a bad habit. These guys are going to drop him like a bad habit. Errol Spence is already feeding the media. Every interview, he mentions the weight, how he's moving up to 154 right after this. Every interview, he mentions that. Well, wait a minute. I thought there was a rematch clause. Right? I thought there was a rematch clause. If you listen, you know what's going to happen in this fucking fight. At the same time, it's kind of a mind fuck because, and I mean for him, because he has to sell this fight as well. Like he wants to cash out on this fight. He don't want to get his ass whipped for nothing. Right? So he's gonna say the shit, right? But if you listen to the little comments that he makes, talking about the weight and everything like that, talking about his layoff, he's laying the groundwork for the excuses, right? So on July 30th, get ready for those. No, it don't matter how much shit they talk before the fight. It don't matter how much shit they talk for years before this fight. It don't matter that he said he was gonna break him. And, yeah, I'm gonna break him. I'm gonna break him like Fulton Kennedy. All that old stupid shit. All that Texas bullshit. None of that's gonna matter. Right? It's gonna be on to the next thing. And guess what the next thing is? Watch how quickly these same guys, this will become their new savior, right? But I can't wait. And I really want Bud to go ahead and take this fight and wreck this dude, man. Take this fight, man. He can't, like, please. He will get knocked the fuck out. He would get knocked I don't even know if he takes the fight because he was offered the fight already and they didn't take it. They didn't take it. Right? But I guarantee you, this will be the next thing. Because that's how these guys move. They're slimy. It's all about narratives. If you pay attention, one side is talking about what, and I'm right now I'm talking about not necessarily the fighters. The fighters are not going to give anything away. I'm talking about people who have in the YouTube boxing community, people who've basically, for lack of a better term, been saying that Bud would win this fight. And then you got people that saying, they've been saying that Errol Spence is going to win this fight. We've been in gridlock for years, right? Now, one thing I noticed is the people that are saying Bud is going to win, they're pointing to boxing. They're saying, oh, Bud is going to do this and Bud is going to do that. I'm going to save what it is. I don't want to start giving it away, even though to a lot of us, it's very obvious how Bud is going to win this fight. Very obvious. But we're keeping it boxing. This is what Bud is going to do to win. This is how he's going to win. The other side is, see, I told you Sean Porter was doing this and Sean Porter didn't train and his resume is really trash. And they're still doing that. They still talking about resumes and Bo Mack was talking shit and like, who cares about any of that? It's time to fucking fight. Now, we don't care about none of that. So if Sean Porter had 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot in the ring fighting Crawford, then that means it should be an easy fight for Errol Spence then, right? Let's reel it in and bring it back to the fight. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to keep talking about everything, all this fringe bullshit. Even Errol Spence, he's talking about Bomac. He's talking about Bernie the boxer and shit in interviews. A week before the fight, that's what he's talking about. The writing's on the wall, okay? The writing's on the wall, and it ain't pretty for your boy. That's all I got. If you like the video, man, throw that overhand right to the like button. Peace.